Pacquiao! $146.8 for the Pac-Man, 146.8 for Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao.
That's our job. That's our job, to entertain the crowd, to give you a good fight.
Floyd Mayweather weighs in 72.9 kilos, 72,900, 160.38 pounds.
Well, I've been here so many times before, and just the atmosphere, the people, it's a great turnout, and I truly believe it's going to be a great event.
Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao came face to face for the first time ahead of their rematch, and the encounter quickly turned tense as strong emotions showed from Manny.
From Manny, now Manny has a lot of experience, you know, at the highest level and competing at the highest level, and that makes this that much more interesting. But like I said before, there's no blueprint on how to beat Floyd Mayweather, and he can tell you that himself. You're gonna have to take the whole room together. You're gonna have to put the whole world in the ring to beat me. I'm the best. Don't let them trick you into getting your ass whooped again.
He's older than me. I'm still young, so and I'm always active with this sport. So what I have done and accomplished in boxing, I think it's one of a kind, because to get a different weight division is not that.
Manny looked completely ready, composed, locked in, and prepared for another major battle on the biggest stage.
I'm back because of boxing is my passion. I miss boxing, and I'm so thankful to God, because until now He gave me the strength, keep me safe, and give me good health. That's why Manny Pacquiao is still here, and I'm back.
Woo! The last man who said I'm back was Michael Jordan. He came back and he won 3 titles. Are you channeling some of that?
Well, this comeback is dedicated to the Lord my God that I'm serving. I'm excited to the fight. I'm really hungry to win again the fight and give the fans a good fight. And I know, and I know the fans, they're waiting.
There had been speculation that the fight might fall apart, but Boxing Scene confirmed the matchup is moving forward. Posting on X, they reported that Mayweather has agreed to a legitimate contest. Manny Pacquiao told Boxing Scene on Tuesday that Floyd Mayweather Jr. officially accepted a professional boxing rematch scheduled for September 19th. Insider Lance Pugmire also stated the bout is now finalized as a sanctioned fight rather than an exhibition, with Floyd agreeing to the terms and stepping in to complete the arrangement.
Pacquiao says the fight is on. Right? So we've been discussing this every day for the past couple weeks, because I think Mayweather is a brilliant marketer and has been able to get us to do that. And he's saying, you know, this is going to be an exhibition, that it's not going to be at the Sphere. Meanwhile, apparently he was already signed contracts that already had some upfront money, and Pacquiao's response was always, well, you have a deal. You can't get out of this. This is a real fight. There's no reason to have an exhibition, which I think a lot of insiders would agree. But now we understand yesterday there was a deadline given by Team Pacquiao and Pacquiao Promotions, but we have a fight, right, Lance?
Correct. Manny Pacquiao reached out to me yesterday. We talked on WhatsApp, actually, and he said the fight is on. Floyd has come to the table. Everything's fine. We're good to go. I know Floyd has come out with a statement today saying not everything's done, and I'm not gonna look. I used to work for them, so I'm not gonna.
Manny says Floyd has no escape now, insisting the rematch needs to happen as a professional contest. He stressed how important this fight is to him and said he wants to teach Floyd a lesson in the ring.
He had no way to get out of that. He has to fight.
Is it going to be an exhibition or is it going to be a sanctioned match?
No, sanctioned match.
Awesome. Manny, are you happy that you're going to get the second opportunity? It seems like you guys are going to actually get in there again. Are you very excited to redeem yourself?
Yeah.
I know you spoke a lot about you were injured in the first fight and all, but What would this win mean for you in particular? Personally, you've accomplished so much, 8th division world champion and all. But what would a win over Floyd mean for you?
Oh, this is very important. I want to give him a one.
Is it a bragging rights thing for you, Manny? Like you can prove you're better. You can prove you're better than him. Is that what this is? It's about still showing you're better than him.
Teach him a lesson. I don't know. I think so.
Okay.
How do you like the new gym? You own now the Mayweather gym. Now it's the Pacquiao gym.
Oh, I like it. I'm excited.
I heard the Mayweather promotion CEO say that if you guys have a successful rematch, there could be a third one. Manny, are you open to a trilogy?
What is that?
With Floyd, are you open to a trilogy? If they demand it, we'll finish first.
Now that the fight is confirmed, Manny Pacquiao has resumed training with coach Freddie Roach, showing he is taking preparation seriously as he returns to a disciplined camp setting. Pacquiao says he will start camp again at Roach's gym, making it clear he is committed to getting ready, improving his conditioning, and reaching top form before the expected rematch.
So soon I'm going to start training for Mayweather fight.
Robert Garcia says Floyd is not training with full seriousness right now. Meanwhile, Manny is fully committed, doing mountain runs, working hard in camp, and pushing through difficult sessions to stay in elite shape.
Mayweather, people think, oh, Mayweather's out of shape, he's not training. I'll bet you deep in, behind curtains, that was doing workouts. That's just to be in shape, to be able to box for 12 rounds. Mayweather's not killing himself in sparring. He's not killing his legs and running, but I bet you he's doing workouts that are not gonna kill his legs and are not gonna fuck him up when it comes to sparring. But I bet you he'll be in shape for the fight, and I bet you he's gonna win by decision.
You think Mayweather decision? Manny's motivated.
Manny's burning himself out. Too much runs like a fucking true champion does. But he's 48.
Mayweather's older, Robert.
Yes, but he's not doing the same workouts that Manny's doing. Manny's showing it to the world. Manny's running in front of 50.
But he looks good when you watch.
He's running hard, and he's gonna. His body can't take that much. His body can't take that much. Mayweather knows his body can't take that much. That's why he's doing different trainings to be in shape, but to be able to perform and to be fast and to win a decision.
Jose Ramirez, who spent time training alongside Manny Pacquiao in camp, praised how sharp and dangerous Manny still appears in the gym. He said Pacquiao regularly knocked out sparring partners during sessions, proving his power remains despite his age. Ramirez added that Manny follows a strict routine, running every day to maintain peak fitness and keep his stamina strong.
Camp I had with them, I was going, 8-round sparring sections, dude.
What does Jose Ramirez learn from Manny Pacquiao when you're in camp with him 3 times? What did you pick up from him?
Honestly, his work ethic, and then
the best work ethic.
The best work ethic.
No days off, no light days.
Every morning we used to get together and run. Even on sparring days, he runs.
With 20, 30, 50 people? Even
yeah, man, he has a lot of support out there.
That's amazing. It's like a movie. It's like Rocky.
We would go to the mall, and just because people knew we were his sparring partners, they wanted a picture with us. So
he's the man.
We had a lot of fans.
He's so humble though. He doesn't know he's Manny Pacquiao. Very down to earth.
There was always like a crowd of 25 to 40 people outside the gym. From ladies to kids, just waiting for him.
Money and
he just give them all money before he walked in.
Yeah, he's very generous.
And
he's very humble. He doesn't let the fame change. Like you never let the fame change you or nothing. You're the same person I met when you were a kid. But what did you learn boxing-wise besides work ethic? Is there any punch you learned? Is there any defensive movement?
Pacquiao's sparring work continues to display his non-stop determination and high-level ability. Ramirez says Manny attacks every round with urgency, treating gym rounds like an actual fight. His punching power is still serious, often forcing sparring partners to stop once the intensity rises. That steady level of performance shows Pacquiao still operates among the elite, combining speed, timing, and explosiveness that challenge even younger opponents. The sharpness he keeps in training reflects both discipline and lasting talent at the highest level. To those watching, it is clear Pacquiao still carries a champion's mentality, proving age has not weakened his drive or competitive spirit.
Pacquiao always, what made Pacquiao very dangerous is that, he was very explosive. So there was punches that he just throw, he just throw, and all of a sudden, boom, boom.
Yeah, you don't see it coming.
It was that unexpected power. But it was put together by a combination of punches too. So
his feet set it up.
He had a heavy hand, so he used to snap his punches really good and pinpoint his shots really good. So he used to go to the top, body back to the top, and the second one was just boom, one punch.
What's the craziest thing you've seen him do in the gym, now sparring partner? Not you.
Oh, brother, I was lucky not to get hit by one of those left hands, but he dropped.
Everybody.
Every camp, he would drop one fighter, one sparring partner.
And that's
like
it.
Clean.
And they don't come back next camp.
Well, he dropped the coco in the Philippines.
Ali Malignaggi and Lance Pugmire spoke about the uncertainty surrounding the Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao rematch, noting how negotiations and public comments have caused confusion. Pugmire explained that Floyd never formally confirmed anything after earlier talk of an exhibition. Pacquiao, however, insisted the fight must be a real professional match or not happen at all. The discussion pointed out that Manny has been more outspoken in moving the story forward and even announcing updates, while Floyd has remained typically quiet.
Pacquiao made announcements, no, they're not going to be
today. I have come all this way to talk to him. Is he going to talk to me? I don't know. And then finally at the last minute, hey, what do you need? So
Algieri said the situation resembles Mayweather's past behavior, where even reporters like Pugmire struggled to get direct answers from him. Floyd's unpredictable style of communication often keeps everyone guessing until the final moment. Algieri added that Mayweather approaches negotiations with the same competitive mindset he brings to boxing. Rather than meeting opponents in the middle, he prefers to control every aspect and come out ahead in the ring, in business, and in public image. That attitude helps explain why details about the fight have taken so long to become clear. Even with the uncertainty, the panel believes the rematch always felt likely. They suggested that once Floyd feels fully prepared, he will announce it on his own terms. Until then, they say patience is necessary because this process is typical of how Mayweather operates. Manny Pacquiao says staying undefeated alone does not automatically make someone the greatest, questioning Floyd Mayweather's claim to GOAT status. He explained that many fighters have retired without losses, so that achievement by itself is not unmatched historically. Pacquiao instead highlighted his own record, noting that he is the only boxer to win world titles in 8 divisions and become champion across 4 separate decades, the 1990s, 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s. He said those accomplishments speak loudly on their own without needing self-promotion. Even so, Manny stayed humble, saying he would rather let the fans judge his legacy than label himself. Regarding a rematch, he made his position clear: he has no interest in an exhibition. Pacquiao insists that if it happens, it must be a genuine professional fight where both men take risks and truly compete.
Undefeated fighter, and you are. Yeah. What I can say is like he's a self-proclaimed GOAT.
Right.
Self-proclaimed GOAT because he can't even claim in which part that he can claim that he's the only. He cannot claim that he's the only undefeated fighter who retired. There's a lot of fighters, at least more than 15 fighters who retired undefeated. So but I can claim with some of those. The only 8 division and the only fighter who became a world champion in 4 decades, 4 different decades. Yeah. 90s, 2000, 2010, 2020. So, but I'm not raising my own chair. I let the fans decide.
Your chair high. Your chair is high already.
I mean,
that's it.
And you came 1 point away from having a belt in the 2020s. Oh no, you already had a belt in the 2020s.
2020, yes.
Yeah. So, pardon me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
So that's 4 decades. You know,
yeah, it's pretty good.
Jazz Mather said that with so much money connected to the event, it is hard to imagine either side walking away, especially with the huge opportunity linked to a worldwide platform like Netflix. He stressed that Floyd Mayweather values financial reward, and once the full size of the deal is recognized, it should help move things forward. Mather explained that talks are being handled through lawyers instead of directly with Floyd, which has made the process more complicated. Despite delays and back-and-forth discussions, he said progress continues and everyone involved is working toward an agreement. A firm deadline has also been set, adding pressure to finalize terms. Mather remains confident common sense will win out, believing the money involved and global exposure will persuade Floyd's side to commit. Still, he acknowledged that if conditions are not satisfied, backup plans and possible legal options may be considered.
Money. And all that Floyd needs to see is, you know, whoever is managing or representing Floyd today, I personally...
Hard to keep track.
It's hard to keep track. I don't know what's going on over there.
Have you been in negotiations over the past week since Floyd started backtracking?
The attorneys are.
So you not and who are they? Are they? They're dealing with Floyd's attorneys, not Floyd, correct?
Correct. We're dealing with attorneys. I mean, he's communicating with some of the other the production partners and such. There is direct conversation and stuff happening, but they just have to see the light as to the platform and the size of what Netflix is and what all opportunities it can bring.
So, Jazz, let me ask you this:
Yeah.
What is the deadline? Obviously, Netflix already announced that you have to. What is the hard deadline to get this resolved?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. What time?
14th. End of business day.
End of business tomorrow.
Yeah. And we're getting ahead. We're getting ahead. As long as he's got smart people around him that can see the size of the opportunity, then they can make him a lot of money. More money than he's made in the last...
Wade Plemons said there is an obvious risk with a fight like this because it is being sold as a clash between 2 all-time greats, with Manny Pacquiao recognized as an 8-division world champion. He noted that while the branding is powerful, the reality is both men are past their prime, even though their names still carry major weight. He added that Pacquiao, at 46 years old, still looked solid against Mario Barrios, showing he can remain competitive.
This is supposed to be the 2 GOATs, like Manny Pacquiao, 8-division world champ. What are we talking about? And he doesn't necessarily look like that, but I will say Manny looked decent enough. I get 46 years old versus Mario Barrios, so he still got it at least to some degree, and we've seen Floyd in these exhibitions, you know, with Leah Gotti's stepbrother. If you know, you know. John Gotti III. We've seen him against Logan Paul. We've seen him in these Deji, these exhibitions where he still has his reflexes. He still can fight, but oddly enough, this might be a hot take. When I watch it this second time around, you know, Manny had the shoulder issue the first time in 2015, and they were still at the top of boxing, but their skills were fading. But this time around, them being a little older, a little slower, you may get a better fight out of it. Not necessarily a better looking aesthetically or higher skilled, but you may get a better, just a generally better fight. And again, you do something like this because it was, at the time, and still is, the most watched behind pay-per-view fight ever. They generated $600 million, I think, which doesn't, I mean, yes, it has a paywall, but it's not pay-per-view behind that. You're going to get a lot of people that tune into this thing once again, just for that last go around, that last ride off into the sunset. So I listen, I don't think we're going to see anywhere near the skill that we would have seen had this been 2011, you know, 2010 when it should have happened, but we still are going to get a decent enough fight. And I get both sides of the argument here when you're talking about, do we want to see it? Is it really good for the sport? Do we really need to see it? Are we going to have a better way of building the next generation of fighters to where we don't have to rely on these big one-off, you know, exhibition type fights? I get all that and I hear it all, but I also think there's something to be said for if guys still have the ability, if they still are with it mentally and physically, and they still can draw a crowd, who's to say that we should stop them from fighting? It may not be the best look that this is who you get the biggest viewing numbers for, and that should be an indictment on boxing building its next